Well, I wish I was in the land of cotton. Old times, they are not forgotten. Look away, look away, look away, Dixieland.
I wish I was in Dixie, away, away. In Dixieland I'll make my stand to live and die in Dixie.
'Cause Dixieland's where I was born. Early Lord, one frosty morning, look away, look away, look away, Dixieland. Glory, glory.
This resolution honours the major role that Scots Americans played in the founding of the nation, such as the fact that almost half the signers of the Declaration of Independence were of Scottish descent. Now therefore be it resolved that the Senate designates April the 6th of each year as National Tartan Day.
His truth is much known.
You know, sometimes it takes Americans to remind us Scots of our own heritage and history. While senators in Capitol Hill paid tribute to Scotland as the first country ever to articulate the contractual nature of governance, from the Declaration of Arbroath through the National Covenant to the claim of right that underwrites this very Parliament, we Scots maybe stay a bit mute on the subject. John Witherspoon should be honoured this Tartan Day for making America what it is. Church of Scotland minister who not only signed the Declaration of Independence, but who trained as president of the College of New Jersey shortly to become Princeton, the leadership of the new country. And at the college, he pumped into these young revolutionary minds the ideas of the Scottish Enlightenment flourishing here in Edinburgh. Common sense philosophy, the belief that a man is as good as his master and that the people reign supreme. Just think of the long line of Scots who distinguish the American Scots Roll of Honour. Alexander Hamilton, first Secretary of the Treasury, putting the new country on a sound financial footing. John Paul Jones, founding the American Navy, 9 presidents of Scots descent. Woodrow Wilson, 28th President, son of a Scots Presbyterian minister, saying, every line of strength in American history is a line coloured with Scottish blood.
I think it's interesting to note that it was a Scot, Logie Baird, who first transmitted TV pictures across the Atlantic in 1928. So it's very fitting that this particular debate is being recorded and being webcast for an American audience. Something else that I know that America is very proud of for us here in Scotland is the fact that there are so many women members of our Parliament. Last year when we were there in Washington, it was one of the key areas of interest.
Ulysses S. Grant, the victor of the battles of Vicksburg and Missionary Ridge, was of Scots descent. George Patton was of Scots descent, as was Douglas MacArthur. Colin Powell can claim not only to be the first black American Secretary of State, but also Scots descent.
East Lothian is, of course, the birthplace of John Muir, the great explorer of the wilderness of North America. And he founded the great national parks like Yellowstone and Yosemite. And he must be the greatest example, I think, of a Scot who has made an immense contribution to the life and to the environment of the United States, and indeed to the rest of the planet too.
Presiding Officer, can I also pay tribute to those who have contributed to the development of Tartan Day in the United States. It's a tremendous initiative and one which all in Scotland should support. There is one lesson to be learned from the American experience. It's this: A society which welcomes immigrants and makes them feel at home tends also to be the sort of society which flourishes economically, culturally and in every other way. And I'm happy to support this motion, and I'll do so in my native tongue of Scottish Gaelic. In the carach hamishatolitje in Gorame idu is an taich hort in Volshaw. I guess amitolitje shen hianu nam hier canon the Gael.
It is not for glory, it is not for riches, neither is it for honor, but it is for liberty alone that we fight and contend, which no honest man will lose but with his life.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
The past is part of us, part of every one of us. Today there is a new voice in the land, the voice of a democratic parliament, a voice to shape Scotland, a voice above all for the future. Woven into the symbolic thistles are these four words: wisdom, justice, compassion, integrity.
I wish I was in Dixie, away, away.
It is an honour to put my name forward as First Minister in Scotland. Let me begin, though, by acknowledging the sadness that brought us here today. Donald Dewar was irreplaceable, but his mission will live on. I am ambitious for Scotland. Politicians often talk about ordinary Scots. There are no ordinary Scots. Everyone is an individual, and together we are an extraordinary nation.
Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. His truth is marching on.
Oh, my love is like a red, red rose that's newly sprung in June. Oh, my love is like a melody that's sweetly played in June. As fair thou art, my bonny lass, so deep in love am I, and I will love thee still, my dear, till all the seas run dry, till all the seas run dry, my dear, and rocks will melt the sun, and I will love thee still, my dear, for the sands of life shall run, and fare thee well, my only love, and fare thee well a while, and I will come again, my love, though 'twere 10,000 miles.